O O O M G. O O M G. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy. OMG. Woo! Diddy, 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 diddy. That's just my entrance. Diddy knew he's trying to extradite his sentence, his appeal, and that's about it. Boom. The meat and potatoes. The Prez versus the snaps. You know, snaps affect everybody. And then yesterday, Sonya Massey cop verdict. It's a big debate on that. And but first, before we go to the damn topics, let's get to the chat. And guess who we got in the building? We got Lois Cox up in the building. Lois Cox up in the building. Out of Jersey City. Yeah, shout out to Lois Cox, my beautiful member. You know what I'm saying? In that green, on that scene. And then she says, good morning, John and chat. Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, and all that good stuff. One more time, I am your host with the most, God Leafy TV. And if you can, everybody put the thumbs up for me, for me, for me, for me. That means like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Boop. Make sure it says and share me out. And let's go to the chat. We got Matthew Finley in the building. He said, yo, 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 yo. Oh, Michael Finley is a damn member. Woo! Cat, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, 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 cat. He's a member. He's a Donnie. He's a Donnie. He's a Donnie. He's not scrummy. He eats salami. He's the man behind me. Hey, he's a member. Shout out to Matthew Finley for being a new member in here. He is in green now. He's on the scene with that green. He said, good morning, y'all. Good morning, man. Matthew, I'm out of Florida. Damn, we got two people in Florida right now. I hope no damn hurricanes come. We ain't gonna put that in the atmosphere. And then we got Archer Prince in the building said, what's up? What's up? Shout out to Lois Cox, member, and then we got a new member named Matthew Finley. But let's get down to the business. Woo! People are mad at this verdict, this police verdict. I followed a little bit and I just stopped following it because I don't want to get mad watching the trial and coming to I'm in there. You in there like swimwear. Yeah. So I don't want to have no I don't want to be mad at work about something I can't control. So I just stopped watching stuff like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I'm gonna cover it because it's controversial. But hey, it is what it is. And if y'all don't know, you will know now. Let's show the topic real quick. Like the video, share me out. Then we're gonna talk about, the meat and potatoes, which is everybody's affected. Not this one. Not this one. Everybody's affected by the snap thing. That's easy. We can talk about that in a minute. But let's just get to this topic. Damn, where's the picture? That's the picture I want. Boom, right here. Um, this lady named Sonya Massey or something like that. Cop back in the day, well, a year ago, I guess. It was some situation going on. She got caught. They got called. She was cooking. She had some hot water. She had her hand on it, but she didn't actually throw it or nothing. But anyway, he shot her, and he got found not guilty of first degree, but he got guilty of second degree. Anyway, just give you all a backstory. What's up, Leroy Bennett in the building? Leroy Bennett in the building. Let's get to the content. Fair use, fair use.
We have breaking news in the Sean Grayson murder trial. There is a verdict.
The former Sangamon County Sheriff's deputy has been found guilty of second-degree murder. It took the jury almost 11 hours of deliberations to come to the decision of the shooting death of Sonya Massey. Our Brandon Morano is live at the courthouse in Peoria. Brandon, give us the very latest.
So, like you said, Sean Grayson has been found guilty of second-degree murder, not guilty on first-degree murder. Sentencing has been scheduled for January 29th in Sangamon County. Now, I want to tell you about Grayson's family and Massey's family entering the courtroom as the verdict, before the verdict was read, rather. Grayson's family could be seen praying and almost hyperventilating in the courtroom before the verdict was read. Massey's family could be seen with tears streaming down their faces.
Damn, he looks totally different, huh? He looks different. Looked like he lost a lot of weight in there. He was in there stressing, boy. Before we go to the content, I see somebody in the chat got an opinion, and we're gonna read his opinion. You know, we're gonna read his opinion. His name is Mike. Honcho Magic Man. He says, free that man. He took out some trash. Damn. That's his opinion. That's Mike Honcho Magic. Let's go. Fair use. I want to know why you think that person is trash. Can you elaborate more, Mike? Why is that person trash? And just leave one comment. I can read it. Don't spam the chat. You know, you're free to express yourself. Go ahead. Fair use.
And holding hands before the verdict was read. Now, this morning, the jury finished deliberations after more than 11 hours, really. I was in the courtroom at 9 a.m. when the jurors addressed the room and explained deliberations were continuing. Ultimately, they had to decide if Grayson was justified or not in the shooting death of Massey. It happened in July of 2024 when she called for help regarding a prowler. Now, you may remember Grayson was initially charged with first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. At the start of the trial, the judge dismissed the last two, leaving only 3 counts of first-degree murder. Then the option of second-degree murder was introduced by the defense. That's ultimately what the jury decided on. We're going to have a lot more updates and a press conference from Sonya Massey's family coming up momentarily right here in front of the courthouse. Jennifer.
Brandon, question. You talked.
Damn. Yeah, and that press conference was heavy. We gonna show the father reaction to the press, doing for the verdict. And here we go. Fair use. Let's hear their question to the reporter on the field. And this channel is YouTube channel is news channel is WCIA News, channel 3. Here we go. Fair use.
You talked about the emotions that you were seeing before the verdict was read. I want to start with, what were you observing when the verdict came down? What was Sean Grayson's reaction to that?
So Sean Grayson was sitting very still, very quiet on the defense table, seated next to his defense attorneys, Mark Wyckoff and Daniel Fultz. He was sitting quietly when the verdict was read, did not move, did not jump, didn't really react to it. His family, rather, after it was read, it could be heard sobbing right behind us. We were sitting right in front of them. Massey's family could be seen putting their heads in their hands and consoling each other. So that was really the emotions that were going through, very strong emotions on both sides, of this case. This has been a week long of trial and more than 11 hours of jury deliberation. So very emotional for everybody involved here. And before we came in, the court security officer, addressed the families, addressed the media, and said, this is going to be hard for everyone, and kind of got everyone ready before we entered that courtroom. Jennifer.
There is heavy security outside of that Peoria County courthouse. We were seeing before, there are snipers on the roofs of buildings out there.
Ooh, they got snipers. They had snipers out there. Damn. What they was preparing for. Whoa. Damn.
Police. Protesters have been out there for days. What is the feeling that you're getting from them now that there's a verdict?
So the protesters were actually out here on the courthouse steps with a megaphone when we came out. They were saying, things like, not guilty was not read, and that he has been found guilty, and it is second degree, but that Grayson has been found guilty there, and right now they're back on the corner. They've been averaging about 20 to 25 a day out here, and I'd say that's probably where the numbers are right now as well. But right now we're just waiting for the Massey family and members of the defense and prosecution to come out and give statements.
All right, Brandon, thank you.
Oh, Brandon, shout out to
So much.
Brandon.
And as he said, the Massey family will be holding a news conference shortly.
Shout out to Brandon. Brandon was out in the field doing his job. Damn, man, this shit is crazy, bro. He only got second degree. Whoa, he lucky. Fair use. Here we go.
We'll bring you that live when that happens.
Until then, we will send you back to regular programming.
Fair use. Let's read the chat real quick. What's your name? Santora or Santos. How does it Santos? I'm sorry. Santos Ramos. That is an easy name. I'm sorry for butchering your name, Santos. Hopefully he never gets to get out of jail ever. By him not getting that first degree, he got a chance to. That's why the family is upset, because they felt like he got off because the sentencing. I don't think he can get. Let me just Google that real quick instead of assuming. What's the sentencing guideline for second degree for what's his name? What's her name? Sonya. Massey's cop. I just want to get I seen it, but I just want to make sure I Google it. Go that. Shout out to you. So he faces up to 4 to 20 years, according to AI. Shout out to AI overall. Google is, man, AI, yeah, it has its flaws. I'm scared of AI, but AI is so convenient. Like, look, I just Sean Grayson, a former Illinois deputy convicted of second-degree murder in the 2024 fatal shooting of Sonya Massey, faces a sentence up to 4 to 20 years. So he can get off like a fat rat, and the judge can just give him the minimum 4 years. You know what I mean? And then he's not going to serve. We all know, since this is a state case, he's not going to serve he's going to serve just maybe 2 years with good behavior and then be out, and then maybe a year and a half. You know how they do it, put them in a halfway house, whatever. I don't know nothing about the system. I just hear what other people say about the system. But now we're going to go to the family reaction. This is the father, and then we're going to move along. Here we go, fair use.
I'm James Wilburn. I'm her father. Sean Grayson should be able to get out of jail. My daughter can get out of that.
Like the video, subscribe.
And walk out of Oakwood Cemetery. And I know that clock that's waiting for him, he can get to it as soon as he can. And it wouldn't make me any difference at all.
Dang.
But there's a difference in this country when you have my skin color and Grayson's skin color.
Woo. Look, the lawyer like, hold up. What about me? I hate to say that, but here you go, fair use.
We need serious justice, not a miscarriage of justice that happened here in Peoria. We need to pass the George Floyd Policing Act. We need to pass the John Lewis Voting Act. We need to make the Sonya Massey law across the whole United States. Then no family in our country can go through what our family has gone through, because this man should have never had a badge and a gun. This man was kicked out of the service. He was in 6 police departments in 3.5 years.
Damn. Well, I'm pretty sure the father did his research. That's crazy. Yeah, that should have been some red flags. Why you moving around to all these different departments, man? That anger management, man, is something else, bro. You got kicked out the military. Damn, I ain't know none of that. So I had to do some more fact check. That's according to the father, but I'm pretty sure the father know this dude background way better than anybody else. Fair use. Here we go. Let's go back to what he said. The dude Go, what you say? What do you say about his background? Here we go. Fair use.
This man was kicked out of the service. That's right. He was in 6 police departments in 3.5 years.
Damn.
That is shameful. Shameful on Sangamon County for even having a person like that, giving him a gun and a badge. And his gun,
I'm gonna get to the chat.
Sight on it.
He had a sight on it. I'm gonna get to the chat in a second. I thank y'all for your comments. It won't be ignored. I just want to just let him talk for a second, and I'm gonna get to this chat. Here we go.
Laser sight. So all he had to do was put that laser sight where what he said he was gonna do. He said he was gonna shoot my daughter in the face, and he did it.
Damn, that's deep. All right, let me read the chat real quick. Damn. On video, he do say that. Yep. So, Tyler Goff says, go that. Go what? This the murder or what? What do you mean? Y'all gotta elaborate when y'all say statements. Give me some more. Give me some more meat and potatoes when you talk. Zombie, donkey, zombie donkey. I like that name. Why do you want him to serve so many years when murderers get out all the time in 15 years? Because he's a cop. he misabused his that should add more time to me. When you a cop and you take the oath to serve and protect and you break the law, there should be an extra penalty. Just like they give extensive penalties to gang members and stuff like that because they benefit a gang. He should do more time because he's benefiting the culture of that type of supremacy thought, like I'm better than you, pow. So yeah, he should get, like they give gang enhancements, they should give cop enhancements. Woo! I want to see dirty cop enhancements. So that's why I think, and yeah, murders get out all the time, but I don't know, man. I see a lot of murders still stuck in there, man. But yeah, you're right. They get out. Unfortunately, they get out. They don't do the time they normally should get. They get all this good behavior and all this stuff and programs. But if you believe in the good book, I'm not a Bible thumper like that, but if you believe in the good book, there was a lot of murderers that became great prophets or whatever. Or so anyway, I just got to throw that out there. I just, hey, I'm not a I'm not a Christian, I'm not a Muslim, I'm not no religion, I'm not no political party. I'm in the middle. Anyway, let's go to the chat. 7 Sages in the building. What's up? Just like and Marty, Mr. Fitness said, just like pedals in the Catholic Church. Woo! Man, yeah, they should get them damn clergymen. Yeah, they should be a enhancement on that. Yeah. And shout out to 7 Sages. 7 Sages says, yeah, Don, it's called special circumstances, dirty, corrupt cop circumstances. Yeah, we gotta pass a bill like that. But with this new administration in, that it ain't gonna. Yeah. The culture is different now, man. Ooh, the culture is different. Here we go. Fair use.
He shot 3 times, but even with a laser on and going through a police academy twice, he still only shot her the once, which was good enough. But you see, my Judeo-Christian upbringing tells me to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. So my joy here today is that I know I'll see my baby again. And whenever the sun opens and Gabriel blows that horn, we're going to leave here and I'll see her again. That's about all I can tell y'all right now.
Yeah, so shout out to the Pops. The Pops had an opinion on it. Shout out to One in the building. He's looking. What you looking at, One? One, what does that mean? Say, state your opinion. If you think he deserved not to he deserved to be in there, he doesn't deserve to be in there, state your case. Hey, I'm gonna be fair in the middle. I swear. I'm gonna try to be fair in the middle, you know. Yeah, so this is heavy, man. So yeah, if he gets the minimum, I don't even know what state this. I'm gonna be out. I gotta do more. What state is this in anyway? I know it's somewhere down south. I can't remember what. Illinois. Oh no, it's in Midwest. My bad. Midwest. So it's a wobbler, man. I don't know. Midwest is like half Democrat, half Republican a lot of times. So I don't know who's this judge. The judge has the final say on the sentencing. Let's hope he give him at least, to me, I hope he at least give him 15 to 20, the max. Since they couldn't get him on the first degree, get him on the max. That's just my opinion. But my opinion, because you have a different opinion, doesn't mean I'm right or you're wrong. I'm just giving you my opinion. I think he should get cop enhancements. You know what I mean? Get them cop crooked, evil cop enhancements. There's some good cops. Don't get it twisted. I'm not anti-cop. I do security. I got the call on the cops if something go wrong. You know what I'm saying? So in the hood, I'm considered a snitch. But I don't give a fuck. Some people somebody need to be watching things and hearing things and reporting things. There's a lot of foul stuff going on. We ain't gonna act like you ain't a lot of foul stuff going on. So we do need police. We do need security. Yeah, but it's full of Democrats. Carter says. Navi Smokes. Carter says, hey, Chicago gang moving back to Chicago next week. Damn, you moving back? Damn, moving back to Chicago, huh? Do you know why they didn't give him first degree? From what I'm hearing, it's hard to I know what we seen on tape, him just dumping for no reason, but it's hard to say that he went there first degree is let's just look up what the first degree is. I'm gonna keep talking out my butt. I don't like doing that. Let's look up first degree. We got Google right here. I kind of know what it is. Let's get to what is first degree. First degree murder, the most severe type of murder, characterized as premeditation. So they gotta prove that he had this premeditated, that this was a premeditated or deliberation, meaning the killing was planned and willful. It is an unlawful killing of another person with malice. They could have got him with that, with the malice part. Malice, a forethought. A forethought. He did say, I'll shoot you in your face. He did say in that video, I'll shoot you in your face. He did say that. Do cops lose it? Absolutely. Are they overworked? Absolutely. But that's why you shouldn't sign up if you can't handle the pressure. If you can't handle the pain, the rain, whatever you want to call it, do not sign up for it. So in a sense, they could have got him for first degree for the malice part. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say give him the max of 15 to 20 since they couldn't get him on first degree. But the part that probably where the jury couldn't understand was the premeditation and the deliberation part. But the malice of forethought, a legal term that signifies intent to kill a woman, to kill or wanting to disregard for life. Woo! That I'm reading that from Google. You know what I'm saying? And they go through each day. I should have took a picture of this. This is dope. We breaking it down without the news. Shout out to y'all in the chat commenting. Y'all giving me information. I'm bouncing on. We bouncing ideas off of each other. Premeditation, an act that was planned ahead time rather than being a spontaneous or impulsive act. So that's why, y'all, in the premeditation part, even in a brief period of reflection can constitute premeditation. Deliberation definition. The defendant considered and reflected on the act of killing before it was carrying out, which he kind of did. He said, I'll shoot you in your face. That's, willful intent. Killing was intentional. Yes, I think so, because he said it again in the video. I'll shoot you in your face. Malice, after forethought. The act was committed with the intent to cause harm or death with general disregard for human life. Yes. It was a woman smarter than him. His partner actually confessed in the testimony that he didn't feel threatened. His own partner went against the grain. And said, I don't feel threatened. And yeah. Woo! So yes, we got through the AI, shout out to AI, shout out to Google. Let me get to the chat. Y'all don't have to agree with what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all would, think he should get off. State your claim. I left you a little sub. I love what you have to say. Thank you, Carter. Appreciate you. Andrew's in the building. What's up, Andrew? I'm sorry. I thought I said something to you, but I didn't. Silk. I'm sorry, Silk. I didn't see your comment. Get your teeth fixed before talking. Thank you. Can you give me some money so I can get it fixed? My Cash App is Don Neasy TV. Get my teeth. Yeah, hook me up. I wanna get them fixed. Tell YouTube to open up the pearly gates so I can get my teeth fixed. And I get me some new glasses, everything. Just moved to Vegas and I hate it. Oh, you hate Vegas? Damn, I see. It's a difference. I love Vegas, but I don't live in. I don't know if I can live in Vegas. I'm off topic. I'm just reading the comments. Do you? Okay, so boom. Let's move up down. And then Carter says, boom. Exactly. They shouldn't get. He shouldn't get the first degree. So yes, I see why they didn't get him. But I see why they could have got him for first degree. So I see both sides. How a juror just being fair. Just like outside looking in. But now they got him on second. It's up to the judge to give him the max. I tried being M's in Chicago. Chicago couldn't do it, man. It was too much, especially with the shootings and gang stuff to be going on. Okay, that was Carter saying that. Andrew, yeah, Chicago, no joke, for real. That's what Andrew says. One, she was pretty. Yeah, she was pretty, man. But she was caught up in some kind of, I don't know her, I forgot her background. I don't know if she had any kind of, I think she had some kind of form of mental illness. Let's Google that. Let's not assume. Did Sonya Massey, have mental illness? Let's see. Boom. AI is getting it to me. Yes. Sandra Massey struggled with mental health issues. She was experiencing a mental health crisis at the time she was fatally shot by the Illinois Sheriff Department. Prior treatment. Just before she was killed, Massey was briefly checked into an inpatient mental health program. And see, that's the problem too, ladies and gentlemen. The mental illness part. You know what I'm saying? These cops got to give them more excessive training in that, or like they do in LA. I don't know what it is out there in Illinois, but I know out here in Los Angeles, Sheriff's Department in particular, they have a mental health crisis deputy and I think not a doctor, but like a nurse or something that they call out for these type of situations. So maybe they want to get into that, because mental health, if you have no history with it, you have to be a little patient with it. And me working at the train station, I seen it a lot, and I had to be patient. So it'd be many times I could have just shot somebody that was having a mental breakdown, but I had to be patient. You got to think. These are certain things as a security guard, just telling you my experience as being an armed guard. Are they putting themselves at risk? Or they want to hurt themselves? Do they want to hurt others? Do they want to hurt me? If they just talking and babbling like she was doing, he must have had no history of that, or he just a cruel dude and didn't care, So they need to have those mental health specialists, a deputy or whatever, a police officer, whatever, and a nurse or whatever that can deal with these people, man. I know how to deal with them. Just let them talk for a minute. They may talk a little off, but until the threat is imminent, you just don't squeeze the trigger So he was completely in the wrong, bro. He was completely negligent. Did they get paid? Let's see. Let's get paid. Did Sonya Massey family get paid? I hate assuming. The family of Sonya Mason received $10 million settlement from the Sangamon County, Illinois, in February 2025. The civil settlement was a wrongful death Sonya Macy, who was killed by the sheriff deputy in her home, and yeah, yeah, da, 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 da. Let's read a little bit about the agreement, the settlement. The agreement was reached between the county and Massey's family lawyers, including the civil rights attorney Ben Crump. The settlement was unanimously approved by a Sangamon County board. So they ain't even go to court. They just went straight. Ben Crump went in there and got paid, got them people paid, bro. So that's good. They got some kind of compensation for their loss. You know what I'm saying? And my condolences to the family. The settlement, the payment is considered to be the largest in the county's history. Woo! We doing research, ladies and gentlemen. You have come to the. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it says all. Share me out on all your social media programs. You hear me? And I go live Monday through Friday, 4:45 a.m. West Coast time, 6:45 a.m. Central time, and 7:45 a.m. East Coast time, Monday through Friday. Pull up on your boy. Also, I do cover Diddy. Yeah, Diddy is my algorithm, but I cover all trending topics. Anything. I'm not loyal to no topic, but I am loyal to this because I see y'all are on this. I'm not dumb. I'm reading the comments. I'm gonna stay on this for a minute. I'm not stupid. I'm gonna read the comments. Here we go. Fair use of my comments. Sorry, I'm talking about fair. I ain't gonna show nothing. In fact, let me put my headphones back in before I show. I'm not gonna be showing a video no time soon, guys. I'm gonna read the comments. Here we go. Uh, Carter said, no, no, I meant should have gotten the first degree. Yeah, they should. I think he should have got the first degree. You know what I'm saying? Because one out of the three requirements, I'm sorry, two out of three requirements was met to me. But the jury didn't see it. Unfortunately, man, when you get that 12 people, you don't know who those 12 people are that's sitting there. Um, I need my teeth fixed too. One says, uh, see, Annette, what's up, Annette? Annette Giles in the building. Y'all like the video, subscribe. Um, or just stop crime and you won't have to worry about how the cops react. Imagine that. What's that? T Sergeant UAA. That sounds good. That's a good red extremist talking point. But the problem was she was in her own home. She wasn't committing a crime. She has a history of mental illness. They should have sent somebody. That's the problem. I think that's the basis of it. I think they should have sent somebody that deals with mental illness. This guy that had no patience. This guy was probably overworked, pissed off that he was probably eating his lunch. I'm just assuming. This is all there. This is all satire right here. I just think he was eating his lunch or something, and he ain't been able to eat his food. Just the smallest stuff. Working overtime. I know how it works. When you're working overtime, you don't get no sleep. You're more irritable. You're more cranky. I've been around cops a lot of years, and yeah, man, them a lot of times they're overworked and they patience is this thin, and his patience absolutely was super thin that day he encountered to this mental health person, man, that clearly just a boiling water, which he was enough distance to flee from the water. She didn't have enough time to. He could have used less lethal force, ladies and gentlemen. He could have used the taser. He could have used pepper spray. He didn't have to pull out the gun and bust, bro. Like, that's crazy, man. Just my opinion. If I'm wrong, y'all can tell me why I'm wrong. You armed guards, LOL. I respect that. If you're not yeah, definitely I'm not a racist at all. Shout out to True. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not, and shout out to the police officer. Now we need police. We don't need the racist ones, right? Or the ones that got any kind of bias towards a certain community of any color. You know what I'm saying? We don't need them on the field. Absolutely, we don't need them. Seven sages, and we don't need people that's rookies, that just don't have no communication with people that's with other nationalities. I grew up in Los Angeles, California, where it's a melting pot. So, you know, some people don't come across other nationality. They build on what the media projects or whatever media they interpret. Or now we got social media. They just lock in on one topic of one way of thinking. It's sad. It's a cold world, man. Seven say the sweet lady looks a little like a female comedian, Tiffany Haddish. Yeah, she does. She does. Seven Sages, no stuff. She do. She do look like Tiffany Haddish. No stuff. That was a good one, Seven. That's a good one. That's a good one. She do kind of look like Tiffany. R.I.P. to her, but she do look like Tiffany Haddish on that picture for real. I never thought about that. Here we go. Let's go to the comment of I'm Hotep Ross. I'm Hotep. No, he had mental illness. He had been fired for 4 different police agencies in the past 5 years. At the time of the encounter, she did not seem mentally irrational. Nah. Shout out to you. We got to be fair. She was rambling about something. She was rambling. I dealt with it, bro. I can talk to somebody within seconds, and I can tell, they having an episode. And she definitely had some kind of. I seen it in the video before she was diagnosed. I got the official. I don't even know what she was her official. Was her official? Was she schizophrenic, bipolar? I don't know. And yes, a person like him can trick the system, you know what I'm saying? Just by having the complexion for the protection. Definitely. Definitely. It's some people in higher ranks in certain police departments that do have a certain mindset, you know what I'm saying, that love dudes like him. I witnessed it myself with a sergeant who I thought should have more decor, you know what I'm saying, more experience, more street sense, more just human value, and he just had hate in his eyes, and I was surprised and shocked to see that in 2025 in a melting pot like Los Angeles County, man. Wow. Anyway, Carter says, I'll tell you in it, and cops are poorly trained in mental health. Yeah, I think so. They should shove in the ambulance, shove in the ER, make you wait just an hour to talk to someone, give you 10 minutes to talk, and then ship them into a ward for 70. Like, yeah, they put them in a 72-hour hold. Yep, yep. Allegedly, I just gotta put that out there. True to the blue says 20 years, no capital punishment. Damn, all included hotel with free cancer sticks as a reward. He's joining the G Club prison. Shoot to the blue. Hey, Danny in here, native RN, beautiful woman. What a shame. Right. What a damn shame. True to the game. I mean, true to the blue. They want easy. They went easy on dude. Yeah, they did. They went easy on this dude. um, I guess they figured he didn't need to do a life sentence because if let's Google, it was a life sentence. Let's just get into that. I don't know the minimum. Let's Google it. Let me Google it. What was the minimum on that? What was the minimum? What was the minimum for first degree of Sonya Massey? I just want to see that real quick. We got Google right here. Let's Google it. Let's not guess. Um. Okay, where's the okay, the minimum first degree is 40 years in prison, but what's the minimum? Can it take place? It's 4. So the minimum is 45 years? Damn, that's why they didn't give them first degree. Whoa. So the minimum, ladies and gentlemen, is 45 years. The minimum sentence for first degree in Illinois, where the killing took place, is 45 years in prison. Damn, that's why they didn't give him first degree. Okay, because a lot of juries felt like they I don't know, they couldn't resonate with her mental illness. I don't know, man. But yeah, damn. They went easy. They definitely went easy on him. Diddy, they say is going to be out in 2028. Yeah, Andrew, they talking about, and is Diddy's trying to get an extradition on the appeal so he can get out even before they even get out now. Danny, native, too damn easy, right? Big brother trucker, fired 6 prior times. He just garbage, right? So whatever this police department was, Perota, whatever the name of the damn police department, they must had a low. hiring rate. They must have been really desperate to get this dude at that point. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, the sheriff department was it the sheriff department. I gotta do my research. Let me see that. I think he was a sheriff or some shit. Yeah, he was a sheriff deputy. So whatever sheriff, damn, that's a sheriff department. Wow. Usually sheriffs got more. It's a county funded, so they got more money than the city police in any state. That's just nationwide. The city pays less than the county employees. I can say that in LA. I don't know how it is in other cities, but I think that's how it works in every city across the nation. That the city employees get lower than the county, as far as police. I know in LA, the LAPD definitely get paid less than the LA county sheriffs. So I can just talk about LA. So I can imagine it's about the same out there. So I'm surprised he was able to get to be a deputy. Damn, that's woo, wow. Yeah, yeah. So I give y'all that. Like for him to be fired 6 times and then become a deputy, I could see for like a small little rural city in Illinois, little small city. He was a deputy. That means he went through the whole county process of the background, and he's still got. And a person like me who's been trying for years, I just stopped because I'm older now, so I just stopped. I planned to be a sheriff, and they was bringing up like old stuff when I was in my 20s and stuff, like one little bitty arrest. Like I'm like, wow. And this dude been fired. And shout out to Life with Sherry in the building, my beautiful members in the chat. Go to her channel, subscribe to Life with Sharia. You know what I'm saying? Carter says, I feel like premium cannabis should be dispensed, but you should be able to buy those low quality offspring cannabis in some shops. That's a little off topic, but shout out to you. Annette, water don't kill, guns do. Water don't kill. You mean bullets don't kill? Guns do? I don't know. Big brother, his partner wasn't afraid. He said he was afraid of his partner. Right, big brother. He testified. So you got his own partner just basically dropped a dime on his ass. Let me make sure my phone is charged because it looked like it's in the red. Usually it give me a sign that it's about to die. That mud didn't give me no sign. Let me make sure it's not on 10% or 20. Hopefully it's just on. Hopefully it's in the teens at 20. I mean, it got to be 20, but hopefully it's in the teens and not like at 5, 10%. I'm glad I just looked at it. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm about to die. I don't want to die. As far as my phone, I ain't trying to do myself. Hell no. Where's my cord? Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let me plug up this phone and I'm gonna get to the chat. Thank y'all for being in this live. Thank y'all for commenting. It's very important that we get all engagement, whether you pro or against this sentence. You ain't gotta be one-sided. I'm fair here. As long as you keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? 45, damn right, Carter. Carter at 45, the minimum out there. Yep, 45 is the minimum. I just Googled it. Now I'm Carter. The minimum was 20, right? Or is it 25? For first degree, it's 45. Dang, for first degree. Damn, ignore that comment. Which one? I can see the resemblance. I can see the reason. You can see the resemblance, right, of Tiffany Haddish. Yes. Where did you go? Huh? Oh, here I am. I've been on 40. What is it? 4.5 hours of average sleep, according to the da 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 da. Okay, shout out to somebody in here, Bobby in here. They just talking. They just talking. Uh, Thomas says, "Look at you, fool." Oh, I'm a fool. Okay, a fragrant fool. No one wants you characters around simps. Huh? What are you talking about, Thomas? A fool. I'm gonna let you slide though. I'm gonna let you slide with that comment, but keep talking and I'm gonna have to thrash you. Carter, he ain't hating on nobody. 5 minutes, ain't even been here to see and been trying to open up to all sides. Thank you, Carter. I'm trying to open up all sides. What's it? Bow Likerson, you in the penitentiary? Yeah, kinda. I'm at work, but I ain't on duty to another 30 minutes. So that's why I go. I do an hour show before I start. And yeah, if y'all don't know the background, I ride my bike to work, I ride my bike home. I ride my bike early to get on here early to do a show. You know what I'm saying? So that's the background behind me and me coming live at 4:45 a.m. West Coast time. You feel me? Bobby, I wasn't just talking about, I was saying how the little sleep and law enforcement doesn't mix well. Okay, shout out to Bobby. Okay, shout out to you. Yes, 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 yes. That's good information. Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been there, and I'm not a cop. I just been a security with armed. And yeah, man, we do a lot of overtime, and you do. I used to get frustrated sometime and get had a quick temper, but I never wanted to shoot nobody though. But I would pepper spray your ass if I felt like my life was in danger. I pull out that damn pepper spray quick and start shaking the can. Hey man, step back, bro. You're getting too close. So he could have did the same thing, dog. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. He could have did the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been in them trenches, man, with bigger, big dudes, whatever. I pull out that. You ain't supposed to do that by law. And by law and security, I was breaking the law by pulling out this pepper spray and shaking it. That's a form of trying to you trying to intimidate someone. Yes, I was. I felt like my life was in danger. I felt like I had every right. The dude was stepping closer and closer. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? Just let him keep getting in my hit zone? Nah, 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 nah. I need arm distance, two arm distances. I'm not a big dude. He was nah, 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 nah. I didn't play around when I was in the field. I will pepper spray your ass quick. Sometimes I reported it, sometimes I didn't. What the sheriff told me years ago, no victim, no crime. But yeah, we do need the police. I'm not anti-police. I believe we do need police. Um, I wasn't just okay. Here we go. I got you, man. Stand for that. We all family here in Chicago. Or yeah. Shout out to you. What's up, Vince Jackson? What's up, Donnie? Where you been, bro? I've been here chilling, you know what I'm saying? Vincent Jackson or Vince Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Where I know you from on YouTube or what? Shout out to Lois Cox. You should do a live stream of you riding your bike to work. Yeah, I would, but I don't want to get doxxed. And I know it's a lot of crazy people out here. They're gonna be Googling what street I'm on, and then some cuckoo is gonna try to find me. I'm good. YouTube changed my ramp, changed my nams. Your yams, changed my nams. I don't know what that means. But shout out to you. Bobby, a military police and correctional officer. As a military police and correctional officer, I was irritable due to a lack of sleep, man. That overtime is good, but that lack of sleep, woo, I used to be cranky. I haven't seen 8 hours in years. That's why I left the work for a field perspective. Shout out to you and thank you for your service, Bobby. We need correctional officers. We need military police. We need police. We just need the right ones. You know what I mean? With patience. Man, what shaking your pepper spray is wrong in front of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One security, hey Lois Cox, one time I was working and it was a supervisor on site, and this dude was getting close. He was talking crazy and getting close, and I pulled out shook my clay. Hey man, don't walk up no more. Punk old supervisor that just trying to find any little thing was like, hey man, that's against the law, and I can report you right now. But he was trying to blackmail me or something. He said, but yeah, if you apologize or something to me or something about something. I said, man, do whatever you got to do. I'm not apologizing for nothing. I felt like my life in danger. You just over abusing your supervisor powers. So how you gonna tell me how I feel? You know what I'm saying? How I'm in fear. How you gonna tell me? So yeah, they don't want you to do that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta head out, man. I'm gonna go back tomorrow. Shout out to you, Carter. Thank you for pulling up. Shout out to everybody pulling up in the damn chat. Thank y'all for all commenting. You know what I'm saying? I go live Monday through Friday. Pull up on your boy, 4:45 a.m. West Coast time, 6:45 a.m. Central time, and 7:45 a.m. East Coast time. That's why you need to subscribe, hit the notification bell, make sure it says all, and share me out. When you do all that and like the video, like the video, like the video, that get me out. And then also replay the video on your own time, and then watch the commercials. Damn it, watch the commercials. That's how you will help me, and you can donate too. That's another way, you know. And we go to the chat. Shout out to Kenneth Colin in the building. Um, He said, "Good morning, good morning, bro. Good morning, Kenneth." Carter says, "I appreciate you. Gotta say, Brody, I got respect for my man. I'ma stay tuned. Thank you, Carter, man. Thank you, Carter." Seven Sages. There was a study done that reported that those who work graveyard shift don't live as long as those that work a regular 9 to 5. I can see that happening. I can see that happen in Seven Stages because you know we're not nocturnal creatures, and I know graveyard is the most easiest shift, far as like the politics. As far as you don't want to be bothered with the politics on your job, graveyard definitely is more political. But the sleeping patterns and oh man, I remember I did it for 6 months and I hated it. I hated it. It was easy money, but I hated it. I could not get no sleep. I could not get no sleep when I got off. I don't care how dark I made the room dark. This would be my regular sleeping pattern. I would sleep 3 hours, then be up for a couple of hours, and then I had to be in about 10, and then go to sleep about 6. Then I can be up about 9 to go to work at 10. And I was lucky to get those other next 3 hours. Sometimes I'll be just tossing and turning. That whole next 3 hours, the last 3 hours before I go in, oh, that was rough. And I be talking about how I need to work graveyard. Shit, it's tough to do 5 nights. 5 nights is tough. Yes, if you're now that I'm older though, my body's set like graveyard, but I don't know if I can do it for 5 days, 5 nights. I mean, 5 nights is tough. One in the building said, "Have a great day, everyone. Thank you. One in the building. Life is a share. He gave me the thumbs up. So I appreciate everybody's service. So I'm not anti-blue, you know what I'm saying? But I'm anti crooked blue, crooked racist blue. That's the ones I'm against. Um, I'm on the only thing that reduces stress was sleeping with all the staff members. I was in the nurses' stations to the warden's secretary offices in my 20 years. Law enforcement is a wild life. Wow! Now you always hear about the correctional officers sleeping with the inmates. If they are female, they sleep with the man. If they men, they sleep with the women. But you rarely hear about the staff smashing each other, and it makes freaking sense because everybody is confined in certain areas, and the cameras are not at every location. So it's different spots you can dip in, and there's a lot of people that happens at all jobs. But I can see that happening more, like he stated. Wow, that's good information. I kind of thought that the staff be kicking it with each other, especially on graveyard. You got a lot of dead time. No Diddy. Damn, I know that's right. That's a good comment. Shout out to all y'all comments. Y'all comments are great. The engagement is dope. Annette Giles said, if you pull out the pepper spray, you have to use it. You don't. If you don't, you are in trouble. Right? That's true. And you use that. If you pull it out, they want you to use it. But a lot of times I didn't. I use it as an intimidation factor. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't play that walking up on me close stuff. If I didn't know you, you definitely not getting. That pepper spray used to come out, bro. I'm sorry. Once you start stepping or your voice get animated, and I feel like the threat is coming, I feel like I got every right. I don't care. I just have to get arrested. I don't know. I don't care. You're not about to take my gun. You're not about to take my baton. You're not about to take my mace. Thank God I don't do that type of security. I haven't done that type of security in 7 years now. Man, I'm at my age. I'm at the right location. I just got to deal with the mind games that a lot of people play. It's like I ain't gonna get too into it, but um, where I work at now is more like it's more like it's like corporate, and it's like at a corporate place, and it's more like people feel entitled because they're a certain that there's a certain title at the job, or they have a certain level of education, or they are friends with whoever that's in the higher up, and they feel like they should get. They try to manipulate the rules, and it's like a cat and mouse game. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with grown and old people that just kids just don't want to follow the rules, and this is just at a workplace. This is at a workplace, you know what I'm saying, where people supposed to be all these religious things and good people, and they be in here being foul and trying to find every loophole to break the damn work rules, just basic work rules. People can't even follow basic work rules, bro. And it's not even just young people, it's young and old. So just imagine in the streets. That's why I think we need security and police. So just imagine, I'm talking about a corporate place. People don't even want to follow the rules. So just imagine in real life how many people just don't want to follow the rules, and people get mad when with police or people security or corrections officers and calling snitches and stuff. We need good people like myself out here. You know what I'm saying? The world is foul, man. Just imagine. I'm talking about at a workplace, and people be trying to break the rules every day. And it baffles me. I'm like, damn, I say the same thing. I've been saying the same. It's the same thing. I'm saying the same. And I gotta check myself. I can't get mad. That's just what I'm getting paid for them to that mind manipulation stuff. This dude try to press my button yesterday, man. And I just told him straight to his face. I said, man, you know the rules. Do what you ever gotta do, but you know the rules. I'm not gonna argue with you. Go ahead. I'm learning. Listen, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I had to tell myself this. Like they say, the pen is mightier than the sword. The mouth is mightier than the sword. Document stuff, y'all. Emails. Uh, report their ass. If you got a track record of doing that, it will eventually they will get eliminated. The problem will stop. But you, like me, will lose my temper sometime because I feel like you keep messing with me. You know. So that's the only part when you go from the streets, you're dealing with crackheads and criminals, they breaking the rules. Now you're working at I'm just telling you from the security perspective. Now you're dealing with people at a corporate place that love to break the rules. Anyway, I gotta go. CYA, right? Life with Tesseria, hit it right on the button. CYA, cover your A. And you get frustrated, you human. I'm human. I'm the most goofiest person, cool person, but you're not gonna punk me. You're not gonna punk me. And you're not gonna, mind manipulate me and try to be my friend, thinking I'm gonna bend the rules with you. So no, 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 no. Security 101. You can't be friends with the client. You can't. You just gotta keep it, cordial, and that's it. Because once you be cool with them, and they feel like they can just mind f you, and yeah, it's crazy. But so that's the part I gotta remember. CYA, paperwork, tell, paperwork and tell. Call me a snitch. I don't care. Some people love breaking the rules. And just imagine in the real world we live in, whether it's police, they break the rules. Whether it's in the different religious sectors, they break the rules. Whereas in the damn government, some people break the rules and try to manipulate. So it's all type of people in all phases that try to break and manipulate the rules. Woo! Preaching in here. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to Merk Warm in here. Don Easy Cheesy. What's up? What's up, brother? What up? Bad A Hellhound in here. Take care, Don. You snitch. Diddy coming for you, man, in 4 years. Let him come. Cop shot a woman who was using a pot of water and stopped her from coming close. But she wasn't even coming close. He didn't even give her a second. Told her straight out, "I'm gonna shoot you in your face." So he was already mad about something before he got there. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta go. Sorry, I could. Lord, what's the story? There's a lot to the story, bro. You got to go back and rewind this tape. That's why I'm gonna ask everybody: rewind this video, play it again. Play it again. Listen, look at the commercials, play it again, listen to the videos, play it again, watch the commercials, play it again, like the video, subscribe. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I gotta go. Sonya Massey cop got second degree, got found guilty of second degree murder, not guilty on first degree murder. He faces up to 4 to 20 years in prison. We'll see what the judge do. That was our main topic today. And I'll cover any kind of topic that'll get the live booming. All right, I gotta go. Shout out to my members in the chat. Um, The member, and I had a new member. Damn, what was the new member name? I had a new member. Who was the new member, y'all? I can't remember. Damn, somebody new came in, and it was a new member. Yeah, I seen that three Atlas stuff, and I gotta go. But shout out to all my members, Lois Cox, um, Life with Tasharia, and I had a new member, Michael Finley. Michael Finley is a new member too. So shout out to y'all. I gotta go. Mwah, mwah, to all the ladies and the single ladies. You get the leggy, pow, 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 and the homies. You get the pound, poop, 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 uppercut. You know how we do. I love y'all. Thanks for all y'all for pulling up. No Diddy, yay, yay, baby.